Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with
Michael Anthony Fitness.
Reactions. I thought you were Reactions. You're Fitness now? I can't keep up with it. Wait. Every time I said Michael Anthony Fitness, you said Reactions. Now it's Fitness?
It all goes to the same place. No matter which way you look up, it all goes to the same place.
You know, I'm old. You know, I'm getting dementia and stuff, and I get confused real easy. I mean, real easy. That's why I can't do Twitch. I keep, when you say Twitch, I keep Twitch. You know, I think it's like a tick or something. It's just too much information. So now I got to understand: is it fitness, reactions?
It all goes to the same place.
I'm just confused.
It all goes to the same place.
I'm confused. All right, injury update. I spoke about this a little earlier this morning that Leighton Vander Esch was 100% right on his diagnosis. They're worried that maybe it could have been worse than a high ankle sprain, but it is a high ankle sprain. Unfortunately, high ankle sprains take a while to heal. He's going to be out this weekend, and looks like the Cowboys aren't going to have any wood this weekend either. You know that? Cowboys won't have any wood this weekend. It looks like Xavier Woods, the guy formerly known as Xavier Lays the Wood, this year I don't know what we're going to call him. Xavier Woods looks like he's going to be out, and it looks like Antoine Woods is going to be out as well. This year has been a crazy year, wouldn't you say? Here's an interesting thing. Going through this season may end up being a net positive for the future. It may have been a good thing that we had some of the injuries. Now, I know you're thinking the dementia set in, but hear me out here. Because of some of the things that happened this year, it gave opportunities and workout time for others. Would you agree with that? Let's think about Zeke Elliott for the moment.
No, number 34.
34.
Because he was playing good last
I can't remember his name, but he's basically a fullback. Some of the Cowboys don't believe it.
But he played good last
But your point is noted that he actually got some playing time because Zeke Elliott was not there, so he got a little experience. But I'm going to look at Tony Pollard. If Zeke was having his regular year, you know, or he hadn't been injured, they would have been playing Zeke Elliott. They wouldn't have played Tony Pollard. Now, Tony Pollard has come around with a point where, you know, Stephen Jones is saying, you know, he could be a number one running back. You're looking at him yards after contact where he's beasting, right?
He's also played wide receiver in college, which is something that Zeke Elliott is not good at catching the ball.
True on that. True, 100% true on that. So you're looking at that as an evolution, and it opens up your eyes to other possibilities. If you're looking at a running game before, you're looking at running between the tackles. Now you look and say, we could be a little more dynamic with using Tony Pollard because he's so good in screens, he's so good in space. This makes it easier for Kellen Moore in the future. You know, now he's got, okay, I got Zeke, I can run between the tackles. In the same way our defense talked about having a hybrid defense that could work on matchups. Well, now you've got a hybrid offense that you can be a pound the rock between the tackles, or you can be a more dynamic where you're using the the running back more as a wide receiver. So that injury for Zeke, it sucks for this year. It didn't help us this year, but you look at it from next year and you say, wow, that helps out a lot. Okay, Clinton Ha-Ha-Dix. Had we kept Clinton Ha-Ha-Dix as our safety, right, or Darryl Worley, we wouldn't have been playing Donovan Wilson. Donovan Wilson, 6th round draft pick, right? Donovan Wilson wouldn't have sniffed the roster. But now you look at him and say, wait a minute, we may have something there with him. So now because he had an opportunity, you look at him and say, wow, that bodes really, really great for the future. Maybe we're not in as dire need at safety as we thought. I'll give you another one. Dalton Schultz. Going into the season, we looked at Dalton Schultz and said, well, he's basically a blocking tight end, man. He's not a receiving one, you know. Dalton Schultz, he's going to be the number 2 tight end, you know. Blake Jarwin, he's our receiving tight end, right? He gets hurt. All of a sudden, he gets elevated. Then you look and say, wow, that boy is good. That boy is good. He can catch the football. And now you all of a sudden look and say, you know what? Next year, with Dalton Schultz and Blake Jarwin, we can do, two tight end sets that'll look like we're going to, like it's a run-heavy formation. They put 8 men in the box, and we can use them as receivers, end up having, CD out there and Amari Cooper, and really you got a four receiver set, or you run heavy. You wouldn't have known that had he not gotten hurt. So that's another one of those positions that you look at and say, wow, that injury helped us out for next year. Give you another great one. We brought in Emerson Griffin, we brought in Gerald McCoy, we had Dontari Poe. We had those guys who were going to be our defensive front, right? A rookie like Gillimore, the Canadian, and I know I mispronounced it. I'm sorry. I just can't get the shit straight, okay? I can say it right 10 times right now, but it gets reversed in my head. The next time it'll be messed up. The Canadian Bulldozer. Had we kept Dontari Poe and had we had Gerald McCoy and things like that, we had those guys playing at a decent level, he would have never had an opportunity. And I tell you what, take a look at this clip. That's just because I want you to see the potential that you have here, because I've seen a couple of moves when my man ended up taking the Steelers center and literally jacking him up on his way to knocking Big Ben down. This sack on the goal line, it makes you look and say, whoa, that guy is good.
Well, that's just going right in between to the inside of McGlinchey and School, and no chance at all for Mostert. Drilled and taken down. What a defensive play right there.
Yeah, that guy's a beast. So he wouldn't have had an opportunity in that playing time had Tristan Hill not gotten hurt and Dontari Poe laid on his fat ass, and Gerald McCoy got hurt. So you look at it, wouldn't you agree that guy's going to be, he's one of our better interior defensive linemen. I think he's better than Antoine Woods, and he's only had 6 starts underneath his belt. But getting those 6 starts in, he's going to be able to take off at a different level had he been thrown into the Wolves next year. So that's another one of those positives that we have in the future. So there was another one. Who else did I forget? Oh, shit. How could I forget? Okay. Had Travis Frederick not retired, Joe Looney would have been his backup, right? Now, we moved up. We made a trade with the Eagles because we were interested in Tyler Badass. Had Looney not gotten hurt, had Travis Frederick not retired, that guy would have never been on the field, right?
Yep.
And you've already seen him in the games that he's played. He's really good. And he has the potential to be like a Travis Frederick. He is so good that you kind of look and say, well, Joe Looney's on that 1-year deal. Maybe we don't bring him back and save some money, because these young guys, here's the biggest key for you. Because these young guys are playing now, they're dirt cheap. They are literally dirt cheap. When you talk about Tyler Badass, you're not talking even $1 million a year, as opposed to going out and getting a veteran. And because you got them playing now young, that means you got 3 more years, 4 more years of not having to pay them. That helps your salary cap situation. Because ultimately, if you have Travis Frederick, and I'm not saying it would be a bad thing to have Travis Frederick, but at about $12 million a year. If you got Dontari Poe, who's like $5 million a year, you end up having Clinton Hyde-Dix, which is another $3 million a year. You have these veterans that are here. All of a sudden, you're talking about $20 million that these young guys have replaced. And now, going into next year, you look at these guys and say, hey, these guys can be starters, and these guys are going to make our team better, and it will change how you look at what you need in the draft. So yes, 2020 has sucked. Having lost players that we have lost, being in the position where we've lost all these games is terrible. But I don't know that had this team been healthy, that we would have been a Super Bowl caliber team. Not with the way our defense started out from Jump Street when they were healthy. But when you look down the road and realizing that here's some players that we didn't realize we had right here, that it's going to bode well for the future and us getting where we want to be. Am I right? So don't be mad about 2020. And one final thought on 2020. A lot of you have never been through hard times in your life. You've never had to deal with adversity. Everything has always just been so easy. And because of that, a lot of you don't appreciate the things that you have. You know the old saying, you don't miss the water till the well runs dry? Going through a year like 2020, when we're all through all of this stuff, when we're able to get together and tailgate and hang out with our friends and stuff like that, it will be that much sweeter because you now understand the value of it when you don't have it. Everything in life is a lesson. And when you stop learning, it's the day that you die. All right, man. Get through this traffic and go see Mama. Drop her off the pans for the cookies and on to the next stop. Hope you guys are having a great day. You say you're doing Twitch today? Twitch? What are you twitching?
I'm not sure yet, but I'll figure it out by tonight. Doing new gameplay because I finished the other one.
So what games do you play? I mean, watching that stuff, it doesn't look, see, to me, playing a game to me was like playing Pac-Man. Waka, 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 waka. Okay, I'm moving the joystick and I'm physically moving it. Or we're playing like Missile Command and I'm out here firing the missiles, boom, 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 boom. They're all raining down on me, you know? Or Defender, you know, I got my jet, I'm trying to pick up the little people. That shit you play now, I don't understand it, man. You guys see them driving around in the car and shit and going out and shooting. Man, you know, they don't make games like Asteroids no more, man. What is that shit? What is that shit?
It's gaming.
That ain't no game. What? Most of the time you just gotta sit in there. I don't see you working nothing. What game? That's watching TV. That's what that is. It's just like that old rap shit that y'all listen to now. That ain't no rap music.
You're right about that. You're right about a lot of
man,
things.
they don't make raps like they used to, like good old run, DMs. I mean, because there's messages in there. You know, like when I woke up this morning and got out of bed, I had some really fresh thoughts going through my head. There were no guns, no tanks, no atomic bombs. To be frank, homeboy, there were no arms, just people working hand in hand. It was a vision of peace all across the land. See, that's a rap there, boy. They don't make no rap like that no more, do they? That's a real message that you can get behind, man. Working together and stuff, man. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all younger people don't know shit. And that's all I have to say about that. All right. Hope you guys are having a great day. I've had a few flashbacks. See ya.